surround me with your song of deliverance from my enemies, till all my fears are gone.
Good afternoon. I have been wanting to do this video that I'm going to do today for quite a while, but to be honest, I've been chicken. Oh, you'll notice there's not a lot of footage in this upload of my YouTube video. And the main reason is I've been sick. I got either a stomach flu, had a bad reaction to fasting, or might have had heat exhaustion. So those are the choices. What was it? Last week, like a week and a day ago, I got so violently ill for about 36 hours, I was just throwing up. And I was into about 30 hours of fasting when it happened. I started to fast to reset my health, to hopefully reset my hormones, and just to get closer to God, except, instead of, grabbing for comfort with food, I wanted to grab comfort with God. And let me tell you, I did a lot of praying, a lot of praying. Um, so, anyway, the reason I say it's one of three things is because I had fasted like 20 something years ago and kind of had a similar experience, not quite this sick. And on top of it, I was out in the heat for numerous days in a row, and my body does not like heat. So I may have been dehydrated, and yeah, and I could have had a stomach flu because something seems to be going around. So anyway, I feel like as of today, I'm finally not nauseous. I finally have quite a bit of energy left at this point in the day, because normally I'll start out strong and then I'm just like, oh my gosh, I have to rest. So today I'm doing a lot better, and I hope to start working out tomorrow. Anyway, with all of that being said, the video that I've really wanted to do is to talk about aging. I have always been one of those people who people say, oh my gosh, you look so much younger than you are. And I would always jokingly say, yeah, but at some point I'm going to Yoda up. Like it's all going to hit at once and I'm going to look a lot older. And sadly, I think that time has come. I think I definitely look my 54 years oldness now. Uh, I will be 55 in November, and I'm just starting to show my age. And in particular, I'm showing my age in my neck. It's getting a little saggy, it's getting a little crepey, and it has bothered me since I was 47. And when Mike died, I think the grief really took a toll on my body, not just the way I look, but the way I feel, everything. And that's why I've been so into acupuncture and massage and all these different things. And I actually did microneedling 6 times, I think, in the last few years. And I'm going to do another set of 3 for my birthday this year. And I think that really produces so much collagen. It really revitalizes the skin. But one other avenue that I went down is that I did have a consultation with a plastic surgeon. I was hopeful that they could just do a neck lift, but what I found out during the consultation is that most, if not all, reputable surgeons will not just do a neck lift because it doesn't last very long. Because the problem is not here, the problem is up in here. So what I would have ended up having to have done is a half face lift. Half facelift? Yeah, not a full facelift, but a partial facelift. And so I went to North Idaho Dermatology. One of the doctors there is very reputable. He works in California and here. He goes back and forth. But I ended up getting my treatment plan. I spent $100 for the consultation, and I lose the consultation fee on the 17th of this month if I don't make an appointment to get this done. Let's start with the cost. It would be $27,000 for me to do this mini facelift. Mini facelift. It's not mini facelift. It's a partial, whatever. I wonder if it even says here. It just says facelift, but it's not a full. I know that. Um, my biggest concerns were nerve damage because it can happen. The medication, because I am in recovery, I was really concerned about willingly doing a surgery where I would have to have painkillers. And the actual procedure itself kind of terrifies me. So here are the deals. I found out that 90%, if not more, of people do not take any painkillers for this procedure. Although, yeah, it's not 100% pain free. It's not the kind of pain where people need more than ibuprofen. So that was good to know. The scary thing about the procedure itself is you're not completely out. You're kind of in a awakened state so that they can tell you where they want you to move during the procedure. I guess it's like the same thing they do for a colonoscopy, which I've not had. And they say, though, people that I've talked to that have had it, they're like, you don't care. You don't really know what's going on, and they could stick anything anywhere and you don't care. The healing process is a little terrifying to me too. I have panic attacks sometimes, especially when I feel like breathing is being constricted or something. And this procedure, like you have to sit up and be elevated. And I mean, there's just so many rules and stuff. I think I have definitely chickened out just from that stuff. But the other thing is the nerve damage. I do not want to have nerve damage. That is terrifying. Although it's like a very low percentage, it could happen. And the other thing is that I fear that after I would have that done, then I would be like, oh, now it's my stomach. Now it's my boobs. Now it's my arms. Now it's my this. I don't want to get into this rat race of chasing the things that are wrong with me because I'm aging. So, the main reason that I went and had that consultation is so that I could just get all the information that I needed and to hopefully find acceptance in the fact that I'm getting older. Because really, what this whole situation is about is I don't want to get older. I feel like I should perpetually stay at 30 years old. And yeah, that's just not the reality. I want to embrace my 54-year-old self. I want to embrace going into older age and just accepting who I am. It's okay to get older. It's a blessing to get older. Plenty of people never get to grow older. And honestly, I think the main reason that I've decided not to get the surgery done is because I want everybody just to be okay with who they are and how they look. In a culture where we're being told constantly that we're too fat, too thin, too old, too young, too this, too that, I just want to be a beacon actually to other women to say, you're okay just the way you are. I haven't wanted to share my struggle with my neck Number one, because I'm afraid now everybody's going to be like, oh, yeah, her neck is messed up. I didn't even notice it before, but now she brought it up. So I'm concerned about that. And the other thing is the fact that I'm just embarrassed that it bothers me. Because as a woman who did hair in a salon for 23 years and was always more about a natural approach, this isn't a very natural approach that I'm having about trying to fix my aging neck. Um, so I'm embarrassed, but I just want to put it out there because I know I'm not alone. And I know that there's somebody sitting at home right now. And if it's not their neck, they're like, oh, I hate that my crow's feet are showing, or I hate that my stomach skin isn't as tight as it used to be. I spend way too much time looking in the mirror going, oh my gosh, why is this happening to me? Than I ever should be spending time on. What I want to spend time on is doing things that are good for my mental health, good for my physical health. And I am a confident woman. I guess that's the other reason that I bring this up. I'm extremely confident. I'm extremely okay with myself in most ways. And yet, I'm really struggling with this issue. So, I don't know. If you're struggling with something, I think talking about it is important. I think trying to accept it is important. And I'm honestly starting to pray every day, God, please give me the willingness to accept where I'm at. What is the big deal if I'm not 30 anymore? What is the big deal if my skin is not perfect? What is the big deal? My husband loves me, finds me attractive. My friends love me and don't think my worth is less because I'm aging. So why am I putting this on myself? So if you're in the struggle today because of something that is out of your control, like aging, know that you're not alone and know that society sucks. I really think they put a lot of pressure on us to be these perfect, unblemished beings. And it's not true because we all know that we are all imperfectly human.